Hey guys, this is Erik from Germany. Welcome to my new video, and in this video I will show you how you can copy a script and its functionality from one rackspace into another. Maybe you can remember that organ rackspace from my latest video. In that rackspace I used aftertouch and the sustain pedal and a button on my MIDI controller to switch the speed of the rotary speaker of the Leslie from fast to slow, and to activate the brake. And to do this I had to use scripting in Gig Performer. So now a user asked me, how can I move the script from your rackspace into mine? Yeah, that's a good question. And how this will work, this I will show you now. Okay, let's first import that rackspace of which I talked about. It was this one, yeah. It's an organ sound, and if I press the keys with an aftertouch moment, it will switch the speed from slow to fast. Another short press, back to slow. That's the magic which this script does. Okay, I want to copy this rotary speed widget section from this rackspace here over to this one. I already prepared this one. I want to make a split sound rackspace with a synth bass in the lower keyboard section, and the organ should be played in the upper keyboard section. To achieve this, I placed two MIDI input blocks, one for lower and one for the upper, so I get a split keyboard. Okay, and the lower will feed the bass plugin. It's a Moog Mini plugin with a synth bass sound. Hear that? And the upper keys will play the organ sound. It's the Arturia B3 V version 2. This one. If you want to use other organ plugins, you have to pay attention about the number of parameters that are used for the Leslie. So as far as I know, this particular plugin from Arturia is the only one which has two separate parameters for speed and for the brake. Other plugins will only have one parameter, which means that if that parameter is switched to 0, it will be slow, an example. If it's switched to the middle, which means 0.5, it's the half of the range, that means halt. And if it's switched to fast, that would be the corresponding value of 1, which means 100%. So that's a difference here, and you have to pay attention to this. So this script we are talking about will only work with this very particular organ plugin. So the Arturia B3 V2. Okay, I will close that. Yeah. Let's copy these widgets over to our rackspace panel over to the new one. I just draw a frame with a mouse over this group, then I press Ctrl C for copying. There has been a short message over here which said 4 widgets copied to clipboard. Well, okay. Then deactivate the edit mode, switch over to the new rackspace, enter edit mode again, short click into the panel, and then press Ctrl V. And here we are. Here are our widgets. Okay, let's have a closer look at those widgets we just copied from A to B. This one is a text label widget with a caption which means rotary speed. It's not bound to any plugin here. There is no MIDI assignment. There is no value scaling whatsoever. And there is no script name, which means this label won't be used in the script. It's just for information purposes. Let's head over to the next one. Aha, you see, there is a GP script name under the advanced tab, which means LBL underline ROT underline state. That's a name for that widget, which I created. It could also read Walter or I don't know, hot dog. The name, the name doesn't matter, but you have to use the same name in the script. We will see that later on. So okay, it's important that you know that each widget or each element which will be used in the script has to have a name. So for widgets, you will give that name under the advanced tab here in this field here. Okay. So yeah, no value scaling, no MIDI assignment. Yeah, it has a customized caption, which means slow. This will also be changed by the script. So it doesn't matter what it says now, the script will change it anyway. Okay, the switches here, the switch widgets, the switchets. That's a new word I created in my last video. Okay, we have a customized caption. Shouldn't matter right now. It's not bound to a plugin at the moment. We should have a look in the source rackspace if that's also the case there, or if there are differences. So let's examine that switch. Okay, that one is connected to the organ plugin and to the rotary speaker slow fast parameter. And this one goes to the same plugin, but this is connected to the rotary speaker break parameter. Also in that former rackspace, these widgets have also names. And because we copied them from here to there, that name was copied with the whole process. You see, there's the same name that this switch had in the other rackspace. So okay, let's just connect those two switches with a with a plugin. Okay, we choose the organ plugin here, and I just learn the right parameter to that widget. Okay, this is this one. And now, okay. Yeah, that's it. So, okay, that should be it widget-wise. So, let's just go over to the script. You have to know that in Gig Performer there are different places where different scripts are used. They all speak almost the same language. They have almost the same vocabulary, but they are working differently. And you have to know that we use this rackspace script. You see, under Windows, under the window menu, there are different script editor entries here. So there seems to be a gig script, which we don't use. There seems to be a song script, which we don't use. There is also a separate script for the global rackspace, which we don't use. And there is a script for the current rackspace. So that's the one we want to use here. So if I open that editor window, it looks like this. And this is the script code. You just can mark that whole text either with a mouse or just by pressing Ctrl A to mark all, and then just Ctrl C to copy, and then you can close that editor window. So okay, now let's go over to our new rackspace and open the rackspace script editor window of this particular rackspace. And you see this editor window is empty, which means that every rackspace, every separate rackspace has its own script. So the script in rackspace number 1 is most probably a complete different one that the one in rackspace number 2, or maybe there is no script at all. It really depends on each rackspace. Each rackspace will have its own script if you use scripting. So okay, we have an empty editor window, but we copied the code text and just paste it here with Ctrl V. Okay, this is our script code. At the moment it's only plain text. To make it functional, we have to press this green compile button here at the bottom of the window. If you don't do that, let's say otherwise, if you compile this code, then it will be translated into a functional code which will be embedded in the corresponding rackspace. If everything is okay, you will get a green message here which says compilation successful. If not everything is okay, if there's something we are missing, or if there is an error, we will read that. I just try to compile the code. It says compilation successful, but the script logger popped up and there are different messages. So it says a plugin with the name midin1 is not found in that rackspace we are using right now. So therefore scripting has been disabled for this rackspace, so it won't work now. Yeah, that's the same thing. GP script runtime error. Okay, let's just clear that. I will keep that open and go over to the wiring view. So that means I have to give a name for that block, like we did with the widgets. And to name a block, you click it with the right mouse button and go over to OSC GP script handle. And then you can set a handle. Yeah. You have to tick on that use in GP script field here. And then you have to give it a name. And it has to be the same name that we have in the script. So let's just open the script editor. Oh, yeah. I have to cancel that. So you see in that very first block of the script, which says VAR at the beginning, which is the short form for variable. In this block here, there happens the definition of variables we use in that following script. And this is the name we have to use for our MIDI end block, like it says right here. I just copy that, go over here, set handle. This is our name we have to use, and of course we have to activate this block to be used in the script. Okay, so now you see there a change has happened with our block here. There is a capital S in brackets, which means this is script ready here, and here on the left corner you see the name we gave to that block, mid_in1. So okay, let's try to compile our script again. Compilation successful, no script logger messages whatsoever. Yeah, let's see if it works. Okay. Now I just do a short press for aftertouch. Yeah, and it switches from slow to fast. Great, that's it. And it works. Yeah, and the break works. Does also work. Cool. Yeah, guys, that's it. A lot of words to explain, but it wasn't so much action actually. If you will do that, sometimes it will be very easy to you to do this. Yeah. Just take care of the naming for your widgets, your plugin blocks, and of course this all has to correspond with this variable definition names here. So if there is a slight difference, it won't compile, but if there's an error happening, you will immediately be shown. Yeah. Okay. The rackspace works. The script is transported from rackspace A over to rackspace B. Cool. I would say I'm out of here. Schamass over and out. Have fun, guys. I hope you like that. And if you have questions or questions about this particular topic, or if you have other questions about Gig Performer, please come to our support forums. That's a great place to get information and help. Yeah. Well then, Schamass over and out. Have fun and make music.